Something Johnny Test does a lot is parody a lot of things. He's parodied things like Scooby-Doo, Pokemon, Sonic the Hedgehog, even Iron Man. But something that he never ever portrayed is Home Alone. This is a fanfiction by Blake Nader. Of course, if you know, we've read a bunch of his fanfictions for Johnny Test in the past, and this one is regarding a parody of Home Alone. So it will be pretty darn interesting to see a Johnny Test take on Home Alone. I gotta admit, I've never seen Home Alone before the movies, but much like other things in Johnny Test, I've experienced the Johnny Test parody before the initial source. You could say, I guess Hunger Games would be one, maybe even that Johnny Test Day Off, whatever the guy's name was. I know he has a name. But yeah, Home Alone is one that I've never seen. So this will be interesting as a first experience to the concept of Home Alone, as well as seeing what it's all about. I have seen a few clips here and there, so I have a little knowledge, but yeah, let's get into this. The following is a parody of John Hughes' Home Alone. It has a lot of similarities, but there's a lot of differences. Oh yes, Johnny Alone Part 1. This is Part 1, there is a Part 2, which I'll be getting to in a future video. So yeah, sit back, close your eyes, relax, and listen to me scream, and hear the sound effects. Let's do this. In the movies, Christmas is a fun-filled, cheerful, and exciting time. But when you've got a family as big as mine, things get pretty hectic. Now, you may be thinking, Johnny, your family isn't that big. You're right, to an extent. You see, most of my family tends to visit around Christmas, and it's always a living hell. Especially if my cousin Randy is visiting. He's always a punk when he visits, yet never gets in trouble. How does that work? He's like, gives out handouts, he's like, yeah, you keep your mouth shut. I broke the vase. Instead, I'm usually the one taking the rap for him. I just can't stand it. Man, now you know how the baby bot feels, you punk. Yeah, now you're the punk, Johnny. This morning, all of my family arrived. They're spending today here, and we're all going to Quebec first thing tomorrow morning. Just what I need, a week in Canada. With people I despise the most, I absolutely can't stand the family outside my immediate family. After pushing through a huge crowd, I finally make it upstairs to my bedroom where my cousin Aubrey is sitting on my bed. I sit beside her and let out a big sigh. Aubrey removes her earbuds and looks at me. You okay, Johnny? No, I mutter as I pull up my sleeves. She takes a closer look and gasps. I don't know how they do it. You know, the pig squeals. Good stuff. They can still do it even to this day. What happened to your hands? Who hurt you? Don't worry about it, I mutter before grabbing my phone. I walk back downstairs where an officer is waiting. He looks at me and smiles. Hey, kid, is your dad or mom home? Dad! Dad! I call. Dad approaches the front door and greets the officer. Hello, officer, my dad asks confused. Officer Johnson, sir. I didn't blow up Malaysia. It was that guy. Hey! What seems to be the trouble, Officer Johnson? Dad asks. Officer Johnson chuckles. No problem at all, sir. It's Christmas time, and there's always a lot of burglars around the holidays, so we're just checking the neighborhood to see if everyone's taking the proper precautions. That's all. Don't worry, officer. We are competent enough to lock the doors and windows when we're gone. Officer Johnson laughs as he turns around to the exit. Merry Christmas, he says, walking out. I enter the kitchen to get some pizza. Did anyone order me a mushroom and pepperoni pizza, I ask. Yeah, Randy burps. But if you want some, someone's gonna have to barf it up, because it's gone. Oh god. Randy clutches his stomach and pretends he's gonna throw up. It had it with this pretentious a-hole. So I kick him in the stomach. Oh my god, and he stumbles backwards onto the table, causing 2-liter root beers to spill all over. Dang. That's rude. Just, it's like a gut punch in the stomach, but you just kick him and he just fumbles into the table. Everyone is now glaring at me like they're all predators, and I'm the prey. Look what you did, you pathetic prune, Uncle Larry yelled. Uncle Larry? Don't yell at my boy. Uncle Larry? Aunt Fran shakes her head angrily. Yeah, Johnny, Cousin Frederick says. You always gotta ruin everything. You're a heckin' screw up, Cousin Naya says. Nia, maybe? Mom storms in and grabs my arm. What is the matter with you? Not my fault, he's a fat ass who eats too much. Plus he ate my pizza on purpose, I say. I'm sure Randy didn't know it was your pizza, Mom says. Really, everyone was right there and nobody is taking my side on this. See what I mean? Randy is a spoiled brat who gets away with everything. Randy softly laughed. Freaking loser. Go upstairs, Mom growls, pointing towards the ceiling. Fine, I grumble, storming up the stairs, with Mom following. We're outside my bedroom door, where Mom decides to have a little chat. There are 11 people in this house, and you're the only one who has to make trouble, she says. But, Mom! Phineas and Ferb made this thing out in the backyard, and I swear I had a third arm. But Mom, I shout, everyone treats me like Schneike. I say. She glares at me. If you ever raise your voice again, I'll lock you in the attic. Do they have an attic? Oh wait, according to the Lost web series, they do indeed have an attic. You don't understand, Mom. That guy's a dean. Let's go yell at the dean and toilet paper his car. I yell. Go to your room. Not another peep out of you. I make a peep sound. Beep. Don't be a smartass, Mom says. I begin to cry again. Everyone in this family hates me, I say. Mom looks at me angrily. Then maybe you should ask Santa for a new family, Mom says. I don't want any family at all. Families suck, I yell. I don't want to see you again for the rest of my life, my whole life. And I don't want to see anyone, buddy else either. Mom sighs. You'd feel pretty sad if you woke up tomorrow morning and you didn't have a family. I reply, no. Then say it again. Maybe it'll happen. I hope I never see any of you jerks again. I turn around and enter my room and plop onto my bed. I sob as quietly as possible. Then I take my magic 8-ball and throw it on the floor. Very godparents. I whisper to myself. I wish they would all just disappear. Lila's point of view. Oh, cool. Okay. I wake up to the sun shining bright into the window. I look at the alarm clock, which was blinking 12 o'clock, meaning that the power went out last night. That, or you just slept in to when I usually sleep in. Don't think less of me, please. I mean, if you want to stay up until 3 a.m., you can stay up until 3 a.m., right? I mean, there's no law saying I can't stay up until 3 a.m. Don't ask what I'm doing at 3 a.m., meaning that the power went out last night. I look at my phone. It's 8:12, I guess a.m. I throw the blanket off of me. We overslept! We're gonna miss the flight! We are late for church! I yell, shaking my husband Hugh. Oh my god! We're gonna miss our what? We're gonna miss breakfast! We race down the stairs, where everyone is in a rush. We pile out the door, and I do a head count as everybody enters the van. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I begin. A kid flies by on a skateboard, tripping me. By time I got up, I lost count. Is it a hairy kid with a hair disorder, wearing a shirt that says not a dog? That kid on a skateboard? Cause he's a troublemaker. And we don't want his troubles around here. Let's get him out of this neighborhood. Wait, where was I? I say. Oh right, 7, 8, 9, that's everyone. I get in the van, and Hugh pulls out and speeds off to the airport. At the airport, we approach gate 3B just in time. You almost missed the flight, one of the flight attendants say. Sorry, our alarm didn't go off. Just their luck, I say. We board the plane and take our seats. The plane takes off down the run line before gaining altitude. And we're back at Johnny's point of view. I wake up and everything is silent. I go downstairs. Dude, I wonder if Dookie's here. I didn't even think about that. So, did he go to the airport with the family, or is he still here? Actually, probably not. I mean, most people probably wouldn't leave their dog home alone. I don't know. Maybe this has something to do with the actual movie. Maybe the character had a dog? I don't know. Mom? Dad? Aubrey? Uncle Larry? Aunt Fran? I call. Where are you all? I call. Nobody responds. I look all over the house, but couldn't find them. Oh, by the way, I can't remember if I said, but we're back in Johnny's point of view. Couldn't find any of them. I even looked up in the scariest place in the house. The basement. I lean against the kitchen counter. I made my family disappear. I asked myself, suddenly my family's words of last night flood my mind. Look what you did, look what you did. You pathetic prune, you pathetic prune. You always gotta ruin everything, ruin everything. Freaking loser, loser. You're a freaking screw up, screw up, screw up, screw up. I smile. I made my family disappear. Wait, what's in my shirt? Oh god, I had an invention taped to my chest that grants wishes with science. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. Because if we didn't get Lila's point of view, we wouldn't know at all what happened. And I just deleted all the memory of Lila's point of view out of my mind. Who did that? I turn on the stereo loudly and party upstairs. I jump on the bed and eat junk food all day in the house. Ride a mattress down the stairs and make Christmas cookies. I could get used to this. I head upstairs to the bathroom where I lather some lotion on my face, but the lotion burns so much I scream. The bathroom door bursts open. Johnny, are you okay? Dookie asks, entering. Yo, Dookie's here, okay. Dookie, you're still here? I ask. Lila, you irresponsible parent. Leaving your dog home alone? Forget leaving your son alone, home alone, but leaving your dog alone? What is wrong with you people? Yeah, he responds. They would have left me behind anyway, since animals aren't allowed on the plane. Oh, okay. What happened to kid with the rare hair disorder, I ask. Dookie glares at me. Damn it, that's not always gonna work, he shouts. Yeah, they have fur detectors too in the airports. It's like that Flintstones joke where they go to the future. I think it's a dream, but they see a dad and his kid try to enter for a ride, but he wants to say his kid is like under a certain age to get him in for free. So then a robot puts the kid's arm in a little thing and it says, this kid is like 16 and then like full fare. So what if they had something like that for like specifically for Dookie at the airport? I don't know. Alright, I say, I gotta go to the store. We're out of junk food. That is so something Johnny would say if he was home alone. That is so funny. Well, Carl Johnson's point of view. So I believe this is the guy, the police officer we saw near the beginning of the fan fiction. Man, if it was only Carl Winslow, it would be perfect. Love that guy. I sit in my van, scoping out the test house, watching the 4 movement. Huh, why is he watching the test house? Was there like a threat already mentioned there? Maybe? What if one of the bad guys, like maybe, what if Wacko is, I don't know. We'll see what's happening, I don't know. Well, I don't even know who the bad guys are. I know there's like 2 robbers, but who knows, maybe the 2 robbers might be actual characters, like, you know, let's say, I don't know, Wacko and Dark Vegan or something, so that'd be pretty funny. Let's see what happens. I see the garage door open, and a flame-haired kid comes out on his bike. Confident enough, my ass. The idiot forgot his own son. I whisper. Oh my god, that's just silly. In order for me to do this properly, I'm gonna have to wait until nightfall and take out the kid first. Wait, what? Too easy, I chuckle, blowing a bubble with my gum. The bubble pops, leaving gum residue on my face. Gah, my gum, it's attacking me! I scream, get it off! Get it off! Oh, I ripped off my eyebrows. And who took my nose? Oh, there it is. And we're back in Lila's point of view. I look through my purse with the sinking feeling I forgot something. Hugh looks at me. Where is that loud kid who's always screaming about stuff? He screams a lot. What's the matter, honey? He asks. I have a terrible feeling, I reply. About what? That we didn't do something. You feel that way because we left in such a hurry. We took care of everything. Believe me, we did. Did you make sure the house was locked, I ask. Hugh nods. Yeah. Did you close the garage? Well, it's not closed right now. Hugh's eyes widen. That's it! I forgot to close the garage! Sit back. I sit back, still thinking, no, that's not it. They're having a panic. What else? What else could we be forgetting? I lean back and think for a second before I lunge forward in realization. I forgot to wear panties! Or I forgot my lucky panties. Johnny! And we're back in Johnny's point of view. I sit on the recliner watching The Grinch, but in the Johnny universe it's called The Blinch, or maybe even The Cringe. There's a loud knock on the door. Who would be here this late? I get up and walk to the door. I open the door and see Officer Johnson in front of me. Oh, hello, I say. Hello, little boy, he says. Something seems off about Officer Johnson, like he's not actually a police officer. Oh, so that's why it said here, take out the kid first. So Carl Johnson is actually a guy in disguise, one of the bad guys in disguise. Oh, I knew that, like, that line up there was a little suspicious, and like maybe it was like I maybe misunderstood it, I don't know, but I thought that was a little odd. But yeah, it seems that he's not the guy. Why are you here, I ask. Officer Johnson doesn't respond. Instead, he knocks me out. I wake up tied to a chair in front of a fireplace. What do we have here? Officer Johnson says. You're gonna listen to me, or you'll go into the fire. I gulp. What is he gonna do? What does he want from me? You're gonna stay in this exact spot until I'm done robbing your house. You pathetic loser. Officer Johnson says, and if you call the cops, well, your death will be fire, as the kid would say. Oh, I get it. I get it, cause you know everything is like straight fire now, bro. Yeah, you get what I'm putting down. You know that post you made was straight fire, man. Officer Johnson laughs maniacally, and totally insane. He exits the room. To be continued in part 2. Dum. So yeah, that was part number 1 of a little fanfiction parody of a Home Alone parody on for Johnny Test. So far, really cool. Really cool first impression to what Home Alone is. I'm wondering if Mr. Carl Johnson is like, of course he is one of the bad guys in disguise, but it is not telling us the identity of who Carl Johnson's imposter actually is. I'm wondering if it is one of the actual bad guys from the show, or will it be entirely new character to the next level. But so far, I'm really enjoying this. I'm wondering if most of this actually does tie into the actual movie and the actual original source. So would the main character of Home Alone have all these family, like, would he think this way of his family? Did he actually wish that, like, oh, I wish my family would just disappear? Are these names like Randy, Nia, are they actual names from Home Alone? Or, yeah, I wonder. But yeah, so far I am enjoying what I am reading, and so far I can't make any judgments until I finish part 2, which I will be getting to in a future video. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where this story, this little special, ends off in part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, why not leave a like rating on the video? Thank you so much for supporting the channel in that way. That really does help out a lot. Let me know in the comment section below, have you seen Home Alone, and is this Does this have any ties to it? I'm really curious. If you're new, why not subscribe to my channel for more Johnny Test videos, and I promise you, you'll absolutely not regret it. And if you want to be notified for future videos, why not tap that bell down below? Check out the info below for playlists full of Johnny Test videos, a bunch of awesome playlists in there. You can furthermore support the channel with the super thanks function, and with all that being said, we'll most certainly hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay fresh.